you are ready to get out of your mind, then buckle up. I'm not freaking around with you, dickhead. I am deadly serious. Smarten up, you rascally goofball, or I will give you something to cry about. Now eat your raw meat and have a good time. Try not to get any on your new pair of haggis slacks. Flatland raw, are you nuts? You wanna get nuts? Flatland raw, bist du verrückt? Du willst Nüsse bekommen. Du willst Nüsse bekommen.
Now eat your raw meat and have a good time. Try not to get any on your new pair of slacks.
Are you nuts? You wanna get nuts? Ratland raw, bist du verrückt? Du willst Nüsse bekommen. Ratland raw. Are you nuts? You wanna get nuts? Ratland raw, bist du verrückt? Du willst Nüsse bekommen. Ratland raw. If you are ready to get out of your mind, then buckle up. I'm not freaking around with you, dickhead. I am deadly serious. Smarten up, you rascally goofball, or I will give you something to cry about.
Now eat your raw meat and have a good time. Try not to get any on your new pair of haggis slacks.
All right, everybody, welcome in. Welcome in Vale, welcome in Baklava. Apparently, I got a real good cut of meat back here. I don't know, I just found the first goddamn raw beef texture. Oh my god, in 1080, please. I swear the internet is just, it's all fricked up now. If you're trying to find a picture of anything on the internet, it'll always be like a Lammy or Shutterstock or something. You'll never, ever find like just a clean picture anymore. That's the worst. Shorts. In this kind of weather? What? I got the pants on today. But I did shovel my driveway in shorts the other day, and my neighbor pulled up and said, well, yeah, you're a full-fledged Albertan now. It's like snowing, and I'm scooping it all off. All right. Schwartz? I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Feeling like bedtime here. Yeah, I feel you, man. I was asleep on the couch earlier, so get the hell out of your Vale if you got to nap it up. Or full-on nap it up. The full-on bedtime nap. Feeling like bedtime here. Have a little raw on this tablet and watch along. All right, I'll try not to scream or start doing
Tiny Rat! Hey, wake up!
I'll try not to do that. All right. The real beef is like hot grill, 5 seconds per side, little flaky, salt, chow down. Goddamn. Oh man, we're getting out of our mind tonight. Raw beef right here. Alright, yeah. Okay, so the plan tonight, everyone. I figured we'd play a little Yakuza 0. Yakuza 0. I keep thinking these games, every time I see footage of it, it just looks like the perfect game to dick around in. And what better guy to dick around in a game than the captain of frickin' around, Ratty Boy. I'm gonna break this game. I'm gonna break this game in half, goddammit. Like a Slim Jim. Because I can't be helped, and I can't be stopped. So we're gonna test this whole franchise out. First time ever playing it. Baklava gifted me a few of these. I mean, he might have gifted me this one. Zero Baklava? Either way, this is clearly where all the action is. We're gonna get out of our mind. We're gonna play Final Fantasy 16 on Sunday, so I didn't want to bombard you guys with 2 Final Fantasy 16 nights in a row, because not everyone's down with that. Maybe not everyone's down with this either, I don't know. We're gonna test it out. It's Friday, we gotta get out of our mind. I forgot it was Friday completely, until I woke up on the couch, and got down here and got out of my mind. Alright, East versus West spiral arm fractures for everybody. Oh god, have you been getting into the arm wrestling, Vale? You know, it's about East versus West. That's the big event now. There's East versus West and King of the Table, and they're both held in Turkey. Just keeping tabs on it. Yeah, I'm way in. You know, half of what I watch is just arm wrestling videos all night. There's this guy, Arm Wrestling News, this guy from India, super thick accent, and he's the best arm wrestling news guy out there. He's not even an arm wrestler, he's just a guy who reports on arm wrestling. And so he has a pretty big channel now, so you find out he watches all the interviews, because the arm wrestlers do interviews with other arm wrestling podcasts, and they do interviews with each other, and man, the arm wrestlers are so candid. Like, they'll just tell you what's up, straight up, so he gathers all the news, and basically you hear about it. But anyways, I'll be watching that at full volume while I go upstairs to make a snack at nighttime, because I work through the night, and sometimes Mrs. Rad has to get up to go to the bathroom or something, and all she hears is an Indian man yelling on my phone. And shit. I just like the idea of that. What the hell is he watching? East vs. West 14 is sometime soon, if it hasn't happened yet. It is very soon. I think Levon's going after... I think Jerry... Cataret is going after Levon. Levon's like the undefeated super champion of the super heavyweights, strongest arm wrestler of all time. But Jerry Cataret has the flop wrist press. That's where arm wrestling you think is like this, right? But Jerry's specialty is like he lets you take his wrist, which is not a good thing. And then he uses these muscles here to basically push you forward anyways, even though his wrist is compromised. And that's his specialty. And a lot of people just blow out their pec while they're doing that. Jerry's arms are huge, too. So I don't think Levon's ever faced someone that fricked up. The neat thing about the American and Canadian arm wrestlers is they all have these weird specialties like anime. They're more anime, whereas the guys from Europe and like Russia, they're like just super fundamental, like, you get strong. If he dies, he dies. And they're just strong, and that's all they are. But they're not like freaks. Like, they don't like specialize in completely bizarre directions. Lariat versus Leonidas, I believe. Oh, I think we already did that one. He just obliterated him. So Leonidas is, was he German? I think he's German. But he's like started as a bodybuilder, fitness guy on YouTube and got really popular for that. And there's some crossover there, and he was one of the guys that crossed over really well. And the thing about arm wrestling that's always fun is if some guy that hasn't been training for a long time comes in and is as good as the guys that have been training, it's always like, oh my God, he could be the one. And then so Leonidas was getting, you know, a little bit of momentum because he was beating a lot of people. And then Devin Larratt just came in and said, "You're done. You're done. Sit down, Junior." Devin Larratt is a goddamn nightmare to deal with. So he's probably like the second best arm wrestler in the world next to Levon, but he's just such a nightmare to deal with. Just a brutal nightmare. It was left arm that they were doing. So a lot of these guys at the top are like good with both arms. We're freaks. All right. Well, let's dive into the main set here. No, you know what? We'll go to the studio. All right. Party time. Do I have the game open? I do. We'll just dive right in. Play some games. I've never played a single second of Yakuza before. Not a single one. Is that it there? Yeah. Alright. Levon just has the bulk. Not to say he isn't strong or has no technique, but the sheer mass helps. Yeah, he's one of the only guys that's like 400 pounds. One of the only guys doing 400 pounds. An interesting prospect is Brian Shaw, former world's strongest man, is 400 pounds and has been training hard for arm wrestling for the last, it's been like 5 months or 3 months. Now he's got an arm wrestling match, super match, with Eddie Hall, another strongest man. And so they're going to have like sort of a freak of nature match. I think at this East vs. West, So maybe the next one, I'm not sure, but or they might be at King of the Table, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's just going to be a fun freak mess. But Brian Shaw does actually show a lot of potential, and he's taking it serious. And they think if he trains properly, he could go after Levon, because he's really the only one who has the mass. And he's been training hard, so we'll see what goes on there. But even still, I think if Hermes Gasparini gets another shot at Levon, I have a feeling he'll really put a dent in that guy. And hell, if Vitaly Laletin gets another shot at Levon, I feel like Levon is ready to break, but he has not broken once yet. Like, I don't even think he's lost a round. No one's pinned him. No one's pinned him in like 8 years. Ridiculous. I watched the whole YouTube thing where Devin was introducing him and taking him through the exercises. That's awesome. You are in deeper than you think then, Vale, if you're watching those videos. Those are the videos I'm watching. Do you get recommended non-stop arm wrestling videos as well? I'd still like to see Devin fight Vitaly Laletin. That would be a great fight. That one is dying to happen. But they haven't done it yet. And hopefully they do it before Devin gets too old or injured or something. I do get recommended them. Yeah, the arm wrestling videos will frick up your algorithm. Just completely annihilate it. This one's always way too high up on the clip. Alright. So yeah, what's the deal with Yakuza games? This one takes place in the 80s, which is, it makes me excited. We're going to play Yakuza 0, which was the PC remake of the first Yakuza game. Am I getting that correctly? And also, we have an update on my computer. Yes, I did annihilate the BIOS. So all the work that Frame Chasers did to my computer is annihilated. So I'm going to have to do it myself. I'm going to have to tune my computer myself. Because I'm looking at, I got IDA 64, I got freaking HW monitor going right now. My CPU is pulling 1.4 volts right now. That's not good. Shouldn't be doing that. That's gonna nuke the damn CPU. So I gotta go in and lock the CPU voltage at like 1.3 and say I don't need it to be the fastest computer ever. I just want it to not be nuking itself. But I don't know how to do that, and I haven't been able to start that yet. I'm also not doing any high intensity stuff except for playing a game tonight, which is apparently enough to make it go up to 1.4. Good lord, that is ridiculous. Alright, so I'm balls deep in Stalker 2, and I'm loving this. Managing your gear, getting upgrades, finding artifacts, messing up a bandit camp, only to limp back to town by being weighed down by all their junk. I feel at home. That sounds like, to me, Baklava, that sounds super frustrating. Alright, so here, I'm gonna have to go back to the base, totally nude, totally naked, steal all their pots and pans, haul them back to my base, and sell them for more fatigue potions. That's what it sounds. I'm getting Oblivion Nightmare flashback. But I do like the notion, Baklava, of just going in and wrecking a bandit camp. That's always fun. But you know what it sounds like to me? We've been talking about Stalker 2 a lot lately, because a lot of the viewers are getting way into it. Not that kind of junk. Guns, ammo, meds. Boner pills. But yeah, one thing, it kind of sounds like to me Far Cry 3, or they're the later Far Cry games. Am I accurate in that assessment? Because that's what Far Cry sounded like a lot to me. Like, you can go into their base and do it in any order you want, and use your snooper scope to pinpoint where everyone is, and then tretch in through the, you know, the grass or the tall grass, and then start taking guys out with your bow and arrow or something. And then your gun always jams when you're going. You got to shove some malaria meds in your arm. I don't know. Just kind of sounded the same to me. I always wanted to like Far Cry games, but what I noticed is like if you mess up a checkpoint and then drive and come back, the checkpoint is back. That was a bad call on their part. If you take out a checkpoint, it should be gone forever. This makes Far Cry look like Fortnite in terms of challenge and functionality. It's very punishing. Okay, I don't mind a challenging game. I like a challenging game, but is it good challenge or is it bad challenge? Because I don't like when you die in a game, you're like, I didn't do anything wrong! What the frick? Alright, can't believe I'm pulling in 1.4 volts here. That's ridiculous. Stalker has no vehicles. Well, that's good. Yeah, because if it's built around that, then there's more fun dinking around in the terrain, which I think is cool. I like terrain in games. I really, like, DayZ I really liked a lot in theory. Like, wow, look at this terrain. Look at these flat open fields with tree lines back there. Hope there's no one aiming a gun at me from there. Always is. I was bad at DayZ. I don't think I got a single kill of another player ever, because you're sitting there going like, don't use your Winchester. it'll make all the zombies come after you. So I have no experience using the guns in the game. Oh, you'll die because you get sniped. Or because mutants shove their claws up your b-hole. I like b-hole. We've been doing a lot of a-hole, but b-hole is really good. Was that Simon that came up with b-hole? That's good stuff. Or you accidentally wandered into an anomaly you didn't see and got turned into paste. High risk, high reward. There could be anomalies out here, I don't know. Alright. Well, I got Yakuza open already. Let's get this game going. And special guest appearance. What? No, I hate you and I hate everyone. He could still scratch my eyes from here. Alright, let's let him on his merry way. Oh, I gotta turn the tunes off because goddamn game's starting hard and heavy here. And it is not wide, it's not full screen. Ah, the hell with it. What is the deal with the size of this cursor? Alright, let's look at some of these hot options here. Yeah, I don't know what... This does not look like it's in 1080p. Well, let's fix that right now. Graphical settings. Wow, that is. No, not windowed mode. Just give me full screen mode. Like the one time I want full screen mode. Alright. Hit E for okay. Do you know how big full screen mode just put me? 720. Well, it says it's full screen, but do you know what it actually is? This big on my screen. Oh, Yakuza. Why is this still windowed? I told you not to go windowed. Full screen. E. Okay. Apply settings. Yes, please. It is not showing full on my screen. It is, in fact... Hey, Cajun, you're getting here. No way you're playing Yakuza 0 for the first time? Holy moly, you're in for a ride and a half. Bakuva's been pumping it up pretty good, too, so I'm stoked on this game. Every bit of footage I've ever seen of the Yakuza games looks like a wild ride, for sure. Except, right now, I'm stuck trying to get the game to be full screen. Do you want to keep these settings? No! God. Yes. Alright, this looks better. Full screen, VSync, graphical quality high. Go all the way to out of my mind mode. Advanced settings. Render scale. Raising this value reduces visual, increases performance. No, we would never want that. Disabled, full. Alright, and back. Alright, new game. New game, first time ever. A first timer here, everybody. Oh. Okay, got a clap above your head so that you get Rad's attention. Whoopsies, 720p, 8,000 frames per second, I wish. Freecat ATM base getting here, buddy. How's he doing? Hauser is seemingly 100%. It was... This game is not being ducked by my microphone. That's not good. Can you guys hear the game at all? Because if you can't, then I'll just have to start the stream over again. Mother of a frick. I don't know what I gotta do. What do I gotta do? Developers presented the Yakuza games. I hear not a thing. So we will restart the stream, everyone, because that's the only way I can get it to go through Cubase and then out to your lovely ears. I hear you, but no game. Well, that's good. At least I figured it out early this time. Got a clap above your head. Good thing. I have no girlfriend to leave me. Vale, that sounds sad. Sticking around until hear Hauser Meowser update. Okay, Hauser, 100%. Sorry, the reason why I'm... It's having... Goddamn. Yakuza's not even showing up in my Windows G button. Fine. Alright, we'll get this going in a second, everyone. Just a second. God damn it. So, the update on old Housey boy. For the love of God. I just have to Windows D out of here. So, was this a good port, or was this a fricked up port? Mother of God, it is totally jank. Alright, I gotta Control-Alt-Delete out of this thing for some reason. Task Manager, please. Alright, even Task Manager isn't showing up. I'm gonna have to manually X this thing out. There we go. At least that worked. Okay, so Hauser had barfed and got barf all up in his sinuses and filled it up. Like, filled it all the way up to, like, right behind the eyeballs. And that's why he was, like, out of commission like this for 2.5 days, for sure. 2.5 days of no eating, no drinking, no sleeping, no going to the bathroom, and no moving. He stayed so still for so long that it took him, like, a week just to be able to start moving again. So it's like, stroke? What the hell happened? All right, let me restart the stream, guys, so you can actually hear the game. I heard you got your Windows G. I'm gonna have to do some fiddling around on my PC, Devin, because things got fricked up. All right, everyone watching right now, stick around for 1 second. I gotta restart OBS because the game wasn't going through OBS. Even though I started OBS after? No, open the... Oh, that's because I opened up Yakuza before I did anything because I just wanted to see if it would open. Okay, well, that's the problem right there, isn't it? Oh, Dan. Dan, I don't even have the punch button ready, buddy. You get a freebie, but you're getting socked in the mouth. As soon as I come back, welcome in, iBlink. Yo, Red. Yo, iBlink, stick around. 1 minute. I gotta come right back because I already fricked up. I already fricked up my own stream. All right, 1 second.